Welcome to Hardscape Nation Follow Friday, where we take a look at the best social media from around the entire hardscape industry. Now, if you haven't checked out the first 4 episodes of our show, look over at our YouTube page where you'll also find our Hardscape Marketing Minute and our marketing vlog. Now, before we start, we had a great question this past week from someone who asked, why haven't we featured any of the big manufacturers on our show? Now, this is only partially true because we have highlighted sales reps from large organizations. But for now, we're going to focus on smaller businesses in the hardscape industry for one simple reason. If you have more employees in your marketing department than the majority of your customers have total employees, you should be doing a good job on social. We want to shine a spotlight on those individuals who are killing it on social media despite working with much smaller budgets and far fewer people. So let's find out who was taking their social media game to another level this week. Welcome to episode 5. First up today is Bob Keeley from Enviro Organics out of New Brunswick, Canada. And I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, Bob. Enviro Organics makes some very cool sustainable organic bioproducts and has several facilities in Atlantic Canada and a brand new one in Maine that you're going to see here in a video from LinkedIn. Now, I love when manufacturers in the hardscape and the landscape industry give us a little peek behind the curtain of their operations, especially on social media. You see, we're all a little curious about what goes on at the source of the products that we use, and even sometimes more so when they're ones that we're considering. There is something about a virtual mini plant tour that takes some of the mystery away from the products in our industry. And we all tend to learn something important that makes us feel more confident using the product. And for distributors, feeling more confident selling those products. Everyone likes to be an insider. So take a tip from Enviro Organics and show a little behind the scenes glimpse of your operation. It can go a long way towards gaining you tons of raving fans. Love what you're doing, Bob? Please give Enviro Organics a follow on LinkedIn and Facebook today. Next up is the Outdoor Design from Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, standing out in the crowd is getting tougher and tougher to do on social media for the entire hardscape industry, but it's especially difficult for contractors. We see a ton of project photos that after a while just seem to blend into one another no matter how great the project turned out. So I love what the Outdoor Design did this week when they posted a before and after picture of one of their jobs. Because potential customers have a difficult time picturing how the project you're proposing is going to look in their bland empty space. So a post like this does a great job of providing them with an instant look at an incredible and beautiful transformation. Had the Outdoor Design posted just the after picture, chances are most people would have just taken a quick look and continued on scrolling. This is a great example of how you can battle the tremendous amount of content that potential customers wade through and come out on the winning side. Great job by the Outdoor Design. Please check them out on their social platforms today. And lastly, we check in on Synthetic Turf Solutions Canada from Toronto, Ontario. Now, they did something great this week by following one of the unwritten rules of social media success. Add a few cute dogs to one of your posts for maximum exposure and maximum likes. Don't believe me? Here's another photo they used recently of a beautiful King Shepherd named Buddy, who happens to love his synthetic turf. This post garnered 570 likes versus this image that, by the way, is a great peek at the progress of a very unique project, but it only received 30 likes. Now, likes are not the end goal of social media. Engagement is. But it gives you an indication of how people feel about your content. Now, for Synthetic Turf Solutions Canada, their turf has benefits to homeowners with canine companions, which makes it a little easier to incorporate into their social media. But if you're a landscape contractor, or even a landscape supply dealer, find a way to share a few photos of a family pet enjoying the patio, porch, or landscape. Man's best friend could end up being your best content. Love the work, Synthetic Turf Solutions Canada? Please follow them on Instagram today. And by the way, Buddy the dog has his own Insta account as well. I'm sure he would appreciate a follow too. Thanks for checking out this week's Hardscape Nation Follow Friday. Join us next week for some more great content and social media from around the entire hardscape industry. Now, if you see something that you think that we should share, leave a comment or send us a private message. We want to know what we're missing. And don't forget to keep sending us questions, because we're going to tackle one every show, and it could be yours next week. Thanks again for joining us. Stay safe and be social, Hardscape Nation.